A fun and shocking new poll came out this week showing that if we could redo the 2024 election today, knowing, of course, what we know today, Kamala Harris doesn't just win, she wins in a massive landslide. The new poll shows that voters who were asked if you had to re-vote 2024 today, Trump or Harris, who are you voting for? Instead of Donald Trump winning by 1.5 points like he did in 2024, Harris wins by 8 points, marking a 9.5 point shift in public opinion, public sentiment in just 15 plus months. In 15 months, 9.5 point difference. So those are people who voted for Trump who now say, yeah, big mistake on my part. That is insanely huge. And of course, it means nothing. Because obviously here in the United States, we can't go back and redo the election. Unfortunately, we don't have time machines. If anybody out there does, let us know. Maybe we'll send some folks back. Let's redo it. But it's kind of like, okay, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Well, no, not exactly. This poll does in fact mean something, and CNN's data guru Harry Enton kind of hit the nail on the head with it. Let me read you what he said this week. Let's just take a look here, okay? Choice for 2024 presidential election. The actual result was Trump winning by about 1.5 points. It rounds to a point. But take a look here. In a polled redo between Trump and Harris in April of 2025, it was within the margin of error, right? Kamala Harris by 1 point. But look at where we are now. According to an NBC News SurveyMonkey poll, Kamala Harris wins in a redo, asking folks essentially if you could redo the 2024 election, how would you vote? She wins it by 8 points, a massive shift from what we saw back in November of 2024 when Trump won by 1 point. And I will note that this sample was weighted to the 2024 result in which Trump won by 1 point. The fact is the 2024 election is gone goodbye, but it has a massive impact on voter sentiment and what may happen later this year. Let's take a look at the vote for Congress, and this is very important. All right, 2024 Harris voters, they vote for Democrats on average by, get this, 89 points. The Trump voters mostly stick by the Republicans, but by a significantly smaller margin, 83 points. This means the Democratic base that voted for Kamala Harris is sticking with those congressional Democratic candidates to a much greater degree than those Trump voters are sticking with the Republican candidates for Congress. And that is why what you're seeing on the generic congressional ballot is Democrats leaping ahead by about 5 points because, at least at this point, the Trump voters are not sticking by the Republicans as much as the Harris voters are sticking by the Democrats. In other words, those people who voted for Trump in 2024 who now regret it, they don't just regret it. It's not just, man, I picked the wrong person, this sucks now. Oh well. They picked the wrong person and they want to undo it. Not with a redo election, but by voting Republicans out. That is why this poll matters. As Enton pointed out, Democrats are jumping on generic ballots by like 5 points. We don't see jumps like that. And this is coming from over 2 decades of political experience. We don't see jumps that large. Even when we're in situations like that where party controls everything and then after the presidential election, the House will... we still don't see jumps that big. I think, based on the data that we have today, maybe it'll change, maybe it'll get worse for Republicans, but I think we could be looking at a situation this coming November that makes that blue wave of 2018 look like a splash pad compared to what's coming. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.